The moment no one expected to matter so much came quietly. The child didn't force a reaction. Instead, she waited, letting the silence do its work, offering comfort simply by being present. It's a rare quality, one that can't be scripted, and it became the emotional anchor of the entire episode. Not long after, Wang stepped in, crouching beside them with a gentle grin that carried none of his usual teasing bravado. He picked up a small toy from the floor and casually started playing with it, not directly addressing the child but creating a space that felt safe and inviting. It was subtle, almost effortless, yet incredibly intentional. Together, they formed a quiet, reassuring presence, like two pillars holding up a fragile moment until it could stand on its own. Viewers couldn't help but notice how naturally they fell into these roles. It didn't feel like actors playing parts or celebrities putting on a show. It felt real. Shen guiding with patience, Wang supporting with warmth. It was a dynamic that mirrored something deeper, something many recognized as parental instinct. And while neither of them has publicly stepped into parenthood, what they displayed at the inn that day sparked conversations across fan communities worldwide. As the day unfolded, more moments like this emerged, each one adding another layer to the story. There was laughter, of course. Dylan's playful attempts to make the kids giggle. His exaggerated expressions earning bursts of joy that echoed through the inn. But even in those lighter moments, there was a sense of responsibility in the way he carried himself. He wasn't just entertaining. He was attentive, always watching, always ready to step in if needed. Shen, on the other hand, seemed to possess an almost calming aura. Whether she was helping a child with a simple task or listening intently to their stories, she gave each interaction her full attention. There was no rush, no distraction. It was as if, in those moments, nothing else existed but the person in front of her. That kind of presence is rare, especially in an environment filled with cameras and production demands. What made the episode particularly compelling was how seamlessly they worked together. There was no need for words or coordination. It just happened. A glance here, a small nod there, and they understood each other perfectly. It's the kind of unspoken connection that can't be manufactured, one that grows from mutual respect and shared understanding. Fans who have followed their journey, especially since their iconic pairing in Meteor Garden, couldn't help but draw parallels. Back then, their chemistry was electric, filled with tension and romance. But here it evolved into something softer, more grounded. It wasn't about dramatic confessions or grand gestures anymore. It was about quiet support, about showing up for others in meaningful ways. Social media quickly lit up with reactions. Clips of the episode circulated rapidly, captions filled with phrases like natural parents and effortless care. But beyond the trending hashtags and viral edits, there was a deeper appreciation for what they represented. In a world that often glorifies perfection and performance, Shen and Wang offered something refreshingly genuine. At one point during the episode, a child stumbled and began to cry, the kind of sudden, overwhelming tears that demand immediate comfort. Shen was the first to respond, gently lifting the child and soothing them with soft words. Dylan, meanwhile, quickly assessed the situation, making sure everything was okay while also creating a distraction to ease the tension. It was teamwork in its purest form. No hesitation, no confusion, just action driven by care. Moments like these revealed a side of them that fans don't always get to see. Beyond the polished interviews and scripted scenes, there are glimpses of who they are at their core. And on that day, what shone through was kindness, patience, and an ability to connect that goes far beyond their roles as entertainers. As the sun began to set over the inn, casting a warm glow across the courtyard, there was a sense of calm that settled over the group. The children, once shy and uncertain, were now laughing freely, their earlier hesitations replaced with comfort and joy. And at the center of it all were Shen and Wang, not as stars, but as steady, reassuring figures who made that transformation possible. It's easy to underestimate the impact of small actions, the way a kind word or a gentle gesture can change someone's entire experience. But what this episode highlighted is just how powerful those moments can be when they come from a place of sincerity. Shen and Wang didn't just entertain. they created a space where people felt seen, heard, and cared for. In many ways, their presence at the inn on April 23, 2026, redefined what it means to connect on screen. It wasn't about delivering the perfect line or hitting the right mark. It was about being human. And in doing so, they reminded viewers of something simple yet profound, that sometimes the most meaningful roles we play are the ones we never prepare for. As the episode came to a close, there was no dramatic finale, no grand conclusion, just a series of quiet goodbyes, lingering smiles, and a feeling that something special had taken place. For those who watched, it wasn't just another installment of a variety show. It was a story of compassion, of connection, and of two individuals who, even without trying, showed what it looks like to care like parents, even if only for a day. And maybe that's what made it unforgettable.